G'day, it's another Minecraft Monday. We are in Towerland. We're going to be checking out the Cartography Center, which is huge. Again, we start at 100 blocks to the west. And, well, as you can see, if you've checked out my previous cartography videos where I show you Towerland Mapwall, I'll put a link in the top right corner here just so you can view those if you haven't already. I've expanded this heavily. I actually have two levels now. I have an upper level, which allows you just to race through on horseback and see the major areas. And then I have an in-depth sort of, you can still go there via horse, but it goes up and down, and yeah, it goes all the way here to Portlock. And so we're going to be checking this out. We're going to start off with the lower level, and we are going to then make our way to the upper level. I hope you enjoy this because I've spent a lot of work on this, so yeah. So again, we're just in Portlock, just entering Towerland Mapwall. Still haven't even mapped everything yet, not even close. But I have up to Jarner City State, which is not part of the Yellite Empire, but will be once we build city walls. At least that's the lore. This is 56,000 blocks east of Towerland. And again, my Towerland map wall, I have everything I've done in this world, save the Greenlands, which are to the west of Casta, which are 4,000 blocks west of Towerland proper. Casta's 3,000 blocks. So, anyways, yeah, these guys need a city wall because there's a village up here that is not happy that I've built this 300 block bridge, and again did not make it a suspension bridge, and so they won't be able to get large trading ships from the south, from my empire basically, to visit their fair village, and the villages, and again there's some major oceans to the north, which I don't have mapped yet, but I do have on the regional maps, but we'll look at those later. But again, it's all poor villages up there, and they want some riches. And again, I told them, well, hey, I'll split the suspension bridge with you 50-50. No, it's your road. We won't pay for it. Okay, well, then we won't do a suspension bridge because we don't have the funds and the materials. Getting them out here so far is really far, so no. And so they threatened us. And so we're more worried about terrorism than we are being attacked because they're very weak. So, but we do have patrols, and this village hasn't been updated because it has more. It has a lot of military and houses and stuff to deal with those ingrates. So that's the lore anyways. Again, this covers a major arm between two oceans of the, I can't even remember what ocean, Lala Ocean. I don't even remember. I really should write down what the villages are. But anyways, this is Frontierland, and I know that because this is over a major suspension bridge, which I think is cool. Anyways, let's keep going. Another village here. I forget what they're called. Another suspension bridge here. And again, you only have so much resources to build suspension bridges, hence why I didn't build the other one. This is Levitt. It's, I want to say 52,000 blocks east of Towerland. I could be wrong. But it is a major cartography center. This hasn't been updated. There's another village here. I forget what it's called, but again, hasn't been updated. There's some barracks and stuff here because there is a pillager's tower here, and so we're worried about being attacked by them. And yay! And eventually, I'll have it where maybe I'll have. Hopefully, they bring in quests so that you can defeat the pillagers up here. But anyways, This is Ruth. This will be the next village we're checking out. Again, have not updated the maps here, so when we come here, you'll be checking it out. This is Lala, the last village we checked out, 49,000 blocks east of Towerland. Oh, by the way, this map wall, I meant to do that, totally forgot, goes, what are we at? Yeah, 598. So basically 500 blocks of just maps. So yeah, this is Lala, and again we have a tunnel which continues along the Golden Highway. This is that mountain village we checked out a couple weeks back with the huge suspension bridge. Um, what else? Salmon Arm Rooster. I forget what this village is called. That's the old end of the King's Golden Highway before I built through the mountains. This is a village that did not join us. This is a village that did join us. Somewhat of a big cartography center there. This is Heritage, which is going to be a giant city once I actually build places in it. Although, nice little cartography place here. Again, if you're totally new to this, you're gonna want to go back. I literally go from west to east in my videos, so you can sort of go back and just watch from the beginning. I have countless videos about Minecraft and all my cities. This is a woodland mansion that is next to it. Going through again. Can't remember what this village is called. Can't remember what that village is called. I think there's a village. No, not there. Somewhere. Oh, here it is. Don't remember what they're called. And another village here. We've recently checked these out. And then there's this village. This one's called Springland. I remember that. Yay me. This is the one with the Boston Pizza-like building. Forget what it's called, but I remember that. Another village, forget what they're called. This village has not joined the Elite Empire. That's why there's a dirt road. This is the village with the huge fishing area, so that there's a lot of fishes in there. This was supposed to be the capital on this major ocean, and they basically built, and, well, another village built more, and so they lost out on that. Mountain Town here, that was underground. I forget why I haven't mapped it yet. Probably just didn't get around to it. This is the village with a lot of cherry trees. This is Otzer, which is a major mapping center out east, and we've referenced a lot in the last past videos. This is not along the King's Golden Highway, just it's where the road originally went, and then it was like, wait a second, this way would be better, and so I built the highway up there. At least that's the lore. I knew what I was doing when I was building this area. But anyways, so this is where the King's Golden Highway goes to. Another village here. And then this is still part of Yellite territory. It's just I'm currently building an official road, and for now there's a lot of traders, and so this is the path that they take until the official road is built. But the King's Highway continues to go this way. Not even sure what that is. This is the major canal. This is Pearl, which is a major shipbuilding center. This is, you think I know, it's a bigger town. But anyways, this is, I forget what it's called. This is an empire that is, this is its eastern edge. I forget what they're called. Another village, and again, I'm gonna have pictures next time I do this. I'm gonna do it in Bedrock because I've actually already recorded this once, and then I realized, wait a second, there's something wrong. The record button didn't go, so I recorded this like for 20 minutes, and yeah, I recorded nothing. So I'm doing this again. This is the capital of that eastern empire. I forget what they're called. This is 37,000 blocks east of Towerland. Again, as you can see, we still have a ways to go. Another village, Another village. Forget what they're called. This is the village which is under roofs, and they're currently building roofs so that they can all be underground, or not underground, but not covered in snow. Another village. I want to say this is called Warfield. They have a really nice and big cartography center here, and this is basically the border of whatever this empire is called and the Orange Confederacy, I think they're called. Tunnel under a major waterway linking two oceans. This is the Orange Confederacy's capital. Um, Another Orange Confederacy town. This town wants to align with the Allied Empire. Orange Confederacy is not happy. Meanwhile, the Allied Empire is slowly, quickly, whatever, building roads. Slowly, quickly? Anyways, they're trying to quickly build roads here, but it's really going slowly, so we'll see if Orange Confederacy takes them over. Orange Confederacy, this is a town that they're building walls around. And then you have a huge distance between here and the next. This is Seneca, which is another Orange Confederacy town. I think there's a Pillagers outpost somewhere here. Yep, right there. And Orange Confederacy said, hey, we'll build a road close so you can raid this town. Just leave us alone. And the Pillagers thus far have been like, okay, that works. But eventually they're thinking once that town runs out of money, they'll still raid Orange Confederacy. But whatever. Another Orange Confederacy town. And another one. I want to say, is this Bordick or that one Bordick? Anyways, name of it. And then from there, this is the Orange Confederacy border with the Yellite Empire, the western section of the Yellite Empire. And you might be like, how do you have a western section, eastern section? Well, the same way the Roman Empire was divided into the western and eastern sections over time, and then eventually the eastern section became the Byzantine Empire. If you study history, real world history I'm talking about, if you're like sitting there going, whoa, you gotta, no, that's real world history now I'm talking about. While Rome was sacked, was it 476 AD or 376 AD? I can't remember now. And so the western part of the Roman Empire no longer existed. But anyways, so same sort of thing here. And then if you're like, oh, you think you're as good as Rome? No, I just base it off of real world. That's Aces. Now there was a tunnel that went under. I don't know if I still have it because I built a road around it because again, this lake was causing the tunnel to leak according to the lore. And so you follow the King's Golden Highway, and I forget what town that is, but that continues the King's Golden Highway. This is Revopods, which is a major town. This was supposed to connect through the jungle, but there's the Akawala tribe here who doesn't like the settlers for invading their lands, cutting down their trees, so they've attacked, killed a lot of settlers. This whole area is a graveyard in Revopods, and as a result, they haven't built through there because too many settlers have died. Meanwhile, this road goes to the dock here, which allows you to sail across to Earlton, or as I noted before, yay, I'll explain that later. You can take this road up to Pearson. It was supposed to cut across here, but there's another Pillagers outpost here, and so these two villages get raided a lot, and so we're like, maybe we should not build a bridge across there so that they're able to wage war on our town. So this is Pearson. This is a major dock, so that you can take boats so you don't get raided by raiders or by pillagers and the like. Forget what that town is called. But there's a canal from the ocean so you can get in there. And this is Earlton. There's other towns this way, including I remember what it was called, but anyways, and then of course, a whole bunch of settlers died here building these bridges when attacked by the Akawala tribe. And again, this is the upper This is the upper part of the map wall area, where you can see the main maps, as well as I have links to smaller cartography centers, which is how I'm able to get this big map, because I make it in small ones, and then from there I add it to the big map wall. So, but anyways, let's continue from Earlton. So from Earlton, you continue going west. Again, these roads are very dangerous because there are raiders all over. This is Caliente, which is a really secure town surrounded by roads with raiders all around them, especially in these mountains. There's a whole mountain town over here that has horses and resources and stuff. Again, when you're in Valridge, you do not take the King's Golden Highway to Caliente. It is not safe. You can go south and take a small boat here, or it's just better to go north and take a ship to either Earlton via here or Pearson via here. And eventually, in future videos in a few months, I'm going to show you my waterway and how to get across my world, which is 60,000 blocks west to east via the waterway. This is Barnabas or Barabbas, I can't even remember. This is a major, these are all barracks. There's a machine gun here with arrows flying out. If you've watched some of my earlier videos, you would have seen that. This is Amos, which has been attacked by raiders in the past. Forget what this village is called. It was wiped out by raiders because this whole area is dangerous. This is a new city that they are building to protect. Eventually, they want to reclaim this village and take out the raiders. This is a dock that allows you to sail over there if need be, although why would you use that one when you have this dock here in a city that is walled? I think they're walled. Yeah, they're walled. And then you keep going. There's a canal here which gets you into this lake. This is Bridgeton. Again, more ports. Plus, the ocean continues going that way if you want to go further west beyond this lake. This is Cole, which allows you to connect to a roadway system that leads you to another woodland mansion. And then it keeps going west. That's King, which is an independent town. That's Front. Forget what place that is called. This is Wolfton. This is like the major prison east of Towerland. I think this is about 16,000 blocks east of Towerland. This is a underground city here that's hidden. This is like the gold tower building. And then this is, eventually I'm going to have around all my oceans, I'm going to have roadways on both the north and south side, especially once you get out here where you're starting to get cartography centers. So, oops, and we're starting to lag, so let's wrap this up soon. This is Misavi. This has two major forts with troops specifically to protect it. It's 10,000 blocks east of Towerland, and it used to be the end of the King's Golden Highway, and then we're like, let's keep going. So, this is that town in the sky called Sky Reach? Sky something. Anyways, this is another tunnel through the mountains, although eventually we're going to build it around, but for now that's not done. Forget what this place is called, but this is a major center because the King's Golden Highway used to go here and across. I do believe this bridge is now gone or in the process of being dismantled, because this road, which is the new King's Golden Highway, and underneath a tunnel, which, because that links, this waterway links two major oceans, goes this way, and then eventually goes tunnel there, and then up to this town. And so, Vilken's still connected via this bridge. Vilken is this mountain village, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is where the King's Golden Highway continues. This is about 6,000 blocks east of Towerland. And again, this roadway eventually will link all the way. It goes here now, but it'll eventually go to this canal. But let's go back here. Where did we go? Ah, here. I'm getting lost in my own place. Yeah, this is Sandusky or Sandusky or I don't even know. Yucatan, which is 6,000 blocks. Forget what that's called. Forget what that's called. We got subways now. Subway system that goes all the way to Yucatan. Nobody really uses it because you have teleporters. Plus, it's kind of long and well, Yucatan short. This is Starive. This is Haas. This is Dundas with its port. Major suspension bridge here. This is Iliad. Of course, here is where you get major maps, which is from all these smaller cartography centers. You have a major moss there. Again, this roadway goes to the south here. You have the Redlands, which is here, which is another nation. I don't know why those maps don't show. I gotta check it out sometime and fix it. And then, of course, that was Dundas. No, sorry, not Dundas. Oh gosh, I forget what town that was. That was 3,000 blocks east of Towerland. And then you have towns here leading up to Portlock and Falcon Ridge, and this is where we are in Towerland Mapwall. And it keeps going. This is Towerland, and as you can see, this is Horseland there. This is Casta, and then of course you have all this, and I am really starting to lag. But I just, again, I don't know. I love this. So, hope you like it. I'm eventually going to get rid of this roof here so that it's literally all the way up here. So that when you're down here, you're going to get a... Oops, didn't go down. You're going to get an amazing view of my entire map wall. And, oh, almost forgot my regional map wall. I'm not even going to try and fly anymore because I'm lagging pretty much, so just bear with me as I get down here. So you have the individual maps, and then I've zoomed out and made a regional map here, which is massive. And this is my entire map world, minus there's a couple villages west of Casta, which is this. This is Towerland. This is, I forget, 3,000 blocks east of Towerland. This is Vilken, Jungle Land. I think this is Me Savvy. This is Wolfton here, that block. And then, of course, we keep going. I haven't even done the canals. There's a canal which goes through here. I haven't updated it yet because, again, there's so many maps. But I love this. This is Earlton here. You can see the big canal going through. This is Pearson. This is Revelpot. And it just keeps going. This is the Orange Confederacy. And then, ooh, kind of get lost there. Here. And then, yeah, this is Pearl. This is Ott. Is that Otzer? No, Otzer's here, sorry. And then you got the canal that goes through here. And then this is Heritage. This is Lala. This is Ruth. This is what we're going to be checking out next week. And this is Jarner, which is, again, 56 or 8. I can't even remember. 1,000 blocks east of Towerland, and about 500 blocks that way along the regular map wall. And as you can see, my road system keeps going. I just haven't even mapped it. So anyhow, hope you liked. If so, please like, subscribe. Please check out my other vids, and I will see you next week. Have a great day. Later.